Let's discuss It's Happening Out's Hot Topic this week. It's sponsored by the American retail chain Hot Topic. With nearly 700 locations specializing in counterculture-related clothing and accessories representing many varied interests of the LGBTQ plus community, including music, movies, graphic artists, gaming, and a whole lot more. Hot Topic features one of the largest collections of Pride merchandise that celebrates all aspects of the LGBTQ plus community. Hot Topic is a major supporter of the diversity of our community and supports many events, festivals, and nonprofit LGBTQ plus organizations. And that's why they are the sponsor of It's Happening Out's Hot Topic. Conservatives are freaking out. What a surprise. Everybody together was like, what's new? Whatever. Conservatives are freaking out over Target's inclusive Christmas merchandise, which includes a black Santa in a wheelchair and a nutcracker holding a Progress Pride flag and wearing a rainbow hat. Across social media, anti-woke and anti-LGBTQ plus folks are calling for another boycott of the retail chain. Some seem to take Santa's duties a little too seriously, expressing outrage that a Santa in a wheelchair could never successfully deliver toys around the world, right? Or go down your chimney. On the other side of the aisle, though, people not only praised Target's collection, but also had fun mocking conservatives. This week's Hot Topic is conservatives miss the meaning of the holidays as they melt down over inclusive decorations. What you folks think?
This is giving Tucker Carlson with the green M&M all over it.
Oh my God, yes!
So
it
silly.
does.
Oh my
It
God.
does.
Yeah, no, he was outraged. Oh my goodness.
And then they similarly are like losing their ever-loving shit over this. It's actually so funny. These are the same people who boycott Starbucks because they stopped saying happy holidays. Like, shut up.
Oh my God.
It's like,
oh yeah, but what, like, I feel like I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone. Like, I really do feel that way because I have to point out and I have to ask you about the Black Santa. We should have had Black Santa forever and ever and ever. Why is it that when I see a Black Santa, I'm surprised and go, okay, good for the store. What year are we in?
So the fragile egos of the conservative folks are truly shining bright, and hopefully production got a picture to show you guys. Oh, okay. I don't know if I got it in time or not, but I've always been Black Santa has always been a thing. I'm very much a seasoned person, and so my mother was the first Miss Santa, first Miss Black Santa. This is clearly old. This is way back in the, some days. Some days. And so the thing is, Santa is mythical. So why are we tripping over something that no one can truly say who and what? And so the thing is, it's always been to whomever is supposed to be for that family. It's just that now they have nothing else to talk about. They have no true major points to make. Yeah. They're not making any legislation. They don't care about the people. They don't care about your success, my success, your success. It's clear that they're trying to roll back. So instead of saying, hey, you have yours, let's allow the consumers to do what they need to do to buy, support their
You don't have to buy it if you don't like it.
You can keep walking. Let's make TV show and let's make a whole moment of Fox News.
Yeah.
And do something about it. So.
Trinity, did you have a Black Santa? Did you have a brown Santa? Excuse me.
I didn't because I grew up in a white town, but like my Trinidadian family, of course, they're not going to have, I mean, I never asked them that question, but I can't imagine there are very few white people in Trinidad for them to be like,
I wasn't, not the same, obviously, but I was in the Bahamas for a Christmas many years ago, and everything was black, and everything,
of course.
It should be.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And that's how everybody's family is. The same with Jesus, like, like Jesus looks different in different people's houses in different countries. But, part of me though, like, I really do think that they're kind of trolling conservatives because they were like, what's going to really like upset them? They're like, not just a Black Santa, but put him in a wheelchair, right? So
with a rainbow hat.
Exactly. So I do think that there is some designers that are going in Target with the intention of trolling them because that was kind of my first thought. I was like, man, how are we going to get inside of a chimney? But then the other part of me said, like, I've known many people
He's gonna take the ADA compliant ramp into the house.
Exactly.
300-pound guy to come down a 4x4.
No, I get you. But then I was thinking to myself, I was like, actually, you know what? Like so many of the Santas people that I knew that played Santa Santa in the malls, like they were already old with the beard, but then many of them did get to the point where they had to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I kind of like this because like, I don't mind that some of those people who've been playing Santa for so many years, like, got to be in a wheelchair and be like, look,
now it's canonical.
You know, I don't think that was the intention of the people who designed it.
No.
And then when you came to the Nutcracker, I'm like, bro, he just was holding a flag. It's not like he was having gay sex with another Nutcracker.
Like, you know,
I'm here for that.
Come on,
exactly. Like for them to be outraged over that.
A liberal with pink hair.
It's a slow news day. They have nothing else.
I want you to go back to that picture of the black Santa Claus and the Santa Claus with that yellow face. So they was only worried about the black Santa Claus.
The yellow face.
There was two Santa Clauses there. Okay. So they were only mad about the black one. So this guy in the hand.
So the white guy's
fine. But all of a sudden, someone with a brown face is all of a sudden a problem.
That's Black Santa. What's next, white Jesus?
Can you imagine with his holy hair and black and his red eyes?
Right, and where's the Asian Santa? Like if we're trying to do, inclusivity, right? That we need to, start including more.
I agree with that.
I agree. I agree with the fact that it's a slow news day and they just didn't know how else to kick us that day. It was just like, how can we F with that community again today?
Can I add one thing to that?
Of course you can.
One of the things that I remember watching when I'm talking about racism and like educating people is that there was somebody that came, and I can't remember who it was, so I hope I, take credit, whoever you are, that said, if we just had Jesus represented as a person of color, as a dark-skinned person, and with woolly hair,
like it says in the Bible,
exactly, that would change so much for racism across the world. And it's always stuck with me that is something like
think about it.
All the people that are like so hateful are conservative Christians.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody, but a large section of them is that. And if they had to like look at somebody that was the perfect person, that was a person of dark skin color with like different textured hair, like it would inform so many people.
But they couldn't because they used their Bible to subjugate black folks who were just property. So can you imagine worshiping a person who you equated to property? It would never be. Can you never be? Or conquering Africa when imagine those same white Anglo-Saxon folks who thought they can take over Africa. A bunch of brown folks. So you have to utilize what you utilize to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Frosty, all of the great old shows that they used through the 50s and 60s for Christmas time, Frosty the Snowman, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all those people were to make them feel better. It wasn't for Latin folks. It wasn't for black folks. It wasn't for the Asian folks. It was for them. And so now you're taking over to making them hold a mirror to realize that you weren't just the only ones celebrating this holiday. We all have been here. We all have been doing it. It goes back to what you said earlier. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So allow us this space to celebrate how we want to celebrate.
Let me have my gay ass ornament. Damn.